We're live, ladies and gentlemen. We are live. We are live. We are live. Okay, so like I said, what our main focus today is going to be about is our um that's going to be our edge alert that went off yesterday. So what our edge alert is, and again, you can, if you are interested in getting these plays, you can go to theforecastedge.com. Again, that is theforecastedge.com, and that is where you'll be able to go to the war room, sign up for our Substack, and there you'll be granted access to our edge alerts, which we'll go over in just a moment. So, um, that's what's going to be back here, as you can see. So here we go. This is going to be the edge alert for energy spike play. Okay, we got some good stuff cooking on this one. I'll show you here. Here is the asset. BNO, Brent Oil Fund, and XLE, Energy Select Sector for the Spiders, okay? Here we go, this is right off the press. This is live yesterday. We just put these positions on today, okay? So, our first order of business here is the thesis. This is going to be the catch-up trade, okay? Silver was up 7% and uranium was up 6%. And they've been ripping. And oil is the last hard asset lagging at the launch pad. I love this wording. It is the last hard asset lagging at the launch pad, right? Prediction markets price immediate war risk at 1%. We're saying that's mispriced versus 53% by June. We are buying the inevitable repricing, okay? So here's our contracts. Expiration dates on these contracts will be March 20th, 2026, BNO. Okay, that's for the BNO contract. For the XLE contract, you're looking at an expiration date of June 18, 2026. Okay, and that's what we'll go over first. So here we go. Or actually, excuse me, what we're going to go over first is going to be this BNO. This is the BNO March 20th, $32 call play. Okay. The strike context at the market, that means at the money, excuse me. ATM at the money catch up play, okay? So we're going to be doing an entry limit order. So you're going to be doing a limit order, which we did this morning. I'll show you the execution too in just a moment. Let's see this activity. See my position here. Can maybe make this one a little bigger for a second. Ready? We're going to do this. So I got in on these contracts this morning at market open. I did the limit order. So positions, trade price. Mhm. One moment, give me one moment. Let me pop this into the full screen. Here we go. All right. There we go. All right. BNO right here. We are in these March. I love the layout of the tasty trade. Um we are in these March 20th, 39 days till expiration, $32 strike calls, okay? Again, so I will show you my trade price. Where I got in is $2.30 off this. I got right in the middle of this. The entry limit price, I'm filled at $2.30. Okay, so let's get back to this real quick. That's just showing the filled position. Um, Here we go. We are looking again. This is that was the entry price we just went over, the limit order that I put in this morning. This is the logic. This is the velocity bet, okay? I love it. Commodity lag. Oil rally stays flat when the inflation basket is up 6%. Plus, with the geopolitics, tracks Brent crude directly seaborne, right? Bypassing the US WTI glut, most sensitive to Red Sea and Iran headlines, okay? Here it is, the management. This is a 6-week fast twitch play. Expect high volatility on these contracts. I'm in on 2 of them, so if we can make profit on one of them, we'll keep one as a runner. Okay. Now, This is for our next position, which was the XLE June 18, right? $50 calls. I love this. Strike context, deep liquidity, value rotation, and inflation hedge. This is a hedge against inflation. Now, these contracts are a little more pricey, but like we're saying, this is the anchor. This is a long-term play. These are from June 18th. This is right here. Let me get this loaded up. XLE, June. I'm in on one of these, okay? This is 129 days until expiration. I'm going to get in another one of these probably tomorrow or the following day. As the week progresses, we'll be covering these positions live. So we'll always be trying our best to take care of you and anybody else who's a part of our community here at the Forecast Edge. Take a sip of this real quick. Okay. So now let's see. These contracts themselves. Let's see tickers. XLE. Let's see how XLE is performing today. 53 bucks, so it's at 53.56, and I'll go over all the tickers too. Let me finish up on this, okay? So, second play, right? Here we go. The logic. This is the portfolio shield. This is the portfolio shield. The mispricing. Ivy rank is 6% historically cheap. It's a historically cheap one. You are buying insurance for pennies is what we're getting at. The stock replacement controls 53% of equity for $5.25. Limits our downside risk if oil crashes, but captures 100% of the upside if no landing continues for everything for these hard assets that are just going to the moon right now. Here we go. Discipline is this is a core holding. Do not shake out on minor noise. Don't listen to the market. It will be volatile, but don't be shaken out because he said, she said, or the news is saying this. This is the trade. Trust us. When we tell you that the discipline here is to hold on, don't get shaken out by minor movements or volatility or short term volatility on this position, especially when we have over 120 days on this contract. Okay, I love this. Critical risk adjustment, the stop loss. We do not use option prices for stops, and this couldn't be more true. You don't use option prices for stops. Option prices lies during chop, right? The underlying price does not. So here it is. The thesis is breaker. These are our stops. If trigger A, BNO closes below $30, okay, that is going to be closes below $30 again. BNO is at $32.50 right now and climbing 32.59. So if it closes below $30 while I think what like I said 39 days probably just about 40 days on this contract. Yeah, 39 days. If it closes below $30, we're going to be covering these positions, okay? Covering them out, closing them out. No problem. Trigger B is that if our XLE here closes under $51. It's about $2.55 lower than what it's trading at today, which is XLE 53.56. Again, this is the value rotation. So what this is telling you, close below, like I said, one more time, trigger for the BNO, the close trigger to close this and cover this position would be at $30. If BNO after market session closes at $30, closes lower than $30, we're cutting the position. Same way with XLE. If it closes below $51, we're going to cut the position. Action. Exit respective leg immediately. Done. Okay. The mechanics. If BNO loses $30, the global growth narrative has broken, right? So XLE loses 51, the value rotation has filled. Do not hope, kill the trade. Like we're telling you, again, you guys know how my father is, you know how I am. When the trade is violating the rules of engagement, you're going to cut the positions. You're just going to we're going to take uh our stop outs and move on to the next trade. Again, the first trade that we've put on with our edge alert so far with our community is that one was over 502% of return. Again, using reinvesting funds on this position, these are a great opportunity. And again, we have all rules of stop outs and stop losses listed for you right here. Again, as the week progresses, I will be helping in monitoring, managing these positions with you guys. So again, we already went stops and limits, rules of engagement. Iran US peace deal. Exit BNO immediately. The war premium evaporates instantly. Keep XLE value. Great. Time based. BNO check date Feb 27th if BNO hasn't moved over the $34 by Feb 27th, right? And that's about today that's trading at just about $1.50 away. Kill the tactical leg. Theta will start to burn, so we're going to get out of those. Execute the limit orders. These are, like we said, the prices that we got in this morning. So um, this one says $2.25 to $2.35. We told you I'm over here. I was filled on that position today at what's it called? I love this little thing. So here's my position right here, 32. I was filled today at 30 on the dot, right? Same way with this XLE right here. $5.10 to $5.25. My position's here, and it's trading at $5.40. The spread is 525, 540. So you could still get on both of these plays for relatively the same. If not, it's already a little bit in our favor. So nothing better than that. Again, if you are interested in getting access or having access to trades like this, that is going to be um through our website, theforecastedge.com. So I'm going to pull this up for you over here. Okay, this is theforecastedge.com. This is our website. Here you'll go to join the war room, right? You'll put your email in, subscribe, and right here, as you can see, you can select which plan. If you're not ready for the plan, then you can go to our free one. We do give out about anywhere from 2 weeks to a month of what's it called? Of free content and free access to our Substack. And I'm telling you, see, spread the word. We want you guys spreading the word too. So, well, I'll take care of this. I am the word with them, right? So we'll go back to this. Once you do that, you'll be granted access. As we said, our community is growing very fast. This has only been live. This is my father and I and our two partners and another one of our partners from the Disciplined Trader, Norman Hallett. Again, incredible individuals with Thomas, Vince, my father, and I, and Norman and his wife. You know, we have something that is truly spectacular on our hands. So we don't want you guys missing out. We want you guys to be a part of this. Because with the forecast edge, as we always say, we don't just predict, we profit, and we want you guys profiting too. So make sure you guys are going to the website, joining the Substack and getting access. It's free access to your place. And like this was the one that we did just last week or just about a week and a half ago on Jan 29th. We put these positions on. These were the ones that were at $1.05. These ended up going to the moon. They were $9 contracts. That's $895 of profit per contract. That's what shows you right here. So even our recent MVP, the IBIT, the Feb 6th 40 the February 6th $46 puts, it shows you on our ROI calculator that putting up 100, you would have made $502. That's 502% on this one, and that's just on the $46. On the $47, those ones were to the moon too. Both of these were great positions, and again, we covered these all week. Every day we go live for at least a half hour, hour, sometimes a little bit longer, going over and managing the positions that you'll be granted access to as a subscriber to our channel, which would be the Forecast Edge, of course. So let me make sure that we get this up real quick, and now I can go over some technical analysis stuff with you on this. So right now, this was the first one. BNO is up 57 cents today, right? Okay. And if I do this for you, right, I can go here, get this back up, put it right over here, and I'm going to lay down the actual points for us, right? So we know this. Well, this was my last play, which was a big one. We'll go back here, right? And we will go over our positions risk management, right? So, first one we're going to do is BNO, okay? Like this and like this. BNO up 58 cents and climbing right now, okay? So, we know rules of engagement, right? I'm going to put this up on the half hour chart, right? Here are our rules of engagement. Closes under $30 even. We cut the position completely. Okay? You're going to cut position. Okay? And then we're looking for, remember, by the 27th of this month, we want it over 40. It's going to be, let's see, over $34 even. Right? And this is the exposure to the high side after this. You'll see. I'll go over that in a moment too. Right? So we'll get that. And then let's get here. Go this. I'll put this up. This. Right? I just want to double check. Great. So let's get this. Positions. Good, good, good. There we go. Cool. All right. BNO's up about 20 bucks today so far. XLE's there. Let's see. My fill. My trade price, $2.30 on those BNOs, and then XLE I got in at $5.20. These contracts are trading at $5.40 right now, and BNO's trading at $2.50. Good spread on those, right? Now, what I love to do is going like this. Go like this, right? Now, this is where the fun begins. Go back here. The amount of um money that can be made off of historical data and basic supply and demand zones here is incredible. And that's another thing that's nice about um our services here at the Forecast Edge is that we do all these things. We do trading 101 courses, we do one-on-one coaching, we do futures trading, options trading, the predictive markets with Polymarket and Kalshi. Um, we're involved on all fronts when it comes to uh, financial instruments and the performance of trading them. And again, we have over 4 different ways to offer a way for individuals to make either an additional side hustle, just some extra spending cash, spending money, and or going full time and making a living off of this. That's what we do here. We teach the people who are interested in trading how to become the 1% of traders. That's exactly what we do every day. We do a live class with again our partner with the disciplined trader Norman Hallett, um, and every day we teach traders how to execute positions with not only confidence but with the proper risk management, and that's what trading comes down to, is being disciplined. One of our slogans is be patient, be positive, be disciplined, right? And that's how you create a mindset to perform and be able to not only perform but excel in these fields, right? So, but check this out. Long story short, we reset this, right? Jump back. This was off just of a yearly chart. I can jump back into this and I'll find all the channels this thing's been trading at, just like this. So once we get up through this $32.95, we're gonna be straight shot for 33.26, right? But what's beautiful about this is an all-time high for this stock here is $46, right? So 46 bucks. If it gets through 34, right, which is our price range, we're looking at $36.86, $37.36 for our next target, for the next target. And that would really be something. So that is, remember, our closes, we'll manage it all week long. Closes under $30. Intraday sessions, we'll be closing the contracts, okay? Um, And if it's not over $34, like we said, by the 27th of this month, so 2/27/26, if it's not above $34, we're going to cut these positions. Again, we'll be managing them. We're going to help you guys make money and cover profit, take profits, cover stop losses, all that good stuff, okay? So now let's do the same thing. We're going to do our little technical analysis for um, our friend XLE. Here we go. State Street Energy Select Sector Spider ETF. If that isn't a mouthful, I don't know what is. So, here we go. We got this. Okay, closes below $51. These are hard stops, okay? 51. If it's 51, we're out. We'll go like this, right? Post like this, like this. Okay. Up to 54. No, what do we want up here? 54. That's the main one. Just making sure. Okay. 51. That's the only hard rule on this one. That's great. It's a good feeling. Oh, but remember the main rule for big bang, keep XLL value. That's perfect. That's perfect. This is a perfect position here. So let me get this chopped up for you real quick. Now, remember, we're gonna go to a yearly chart like this. Reset the whole thing. And this is your friend Matthew with the Forecast Edge letting you in on some trading 101 during our live stream today. Okay? Wick highs and bodies. That's what you're looking for on the yearly. When it got there, it reacted. Why did it react? Someone knows, maybe. Maybe nobody knows. But the part is not only when the market's reacting, we are reacting to the markets. We here at the Forecast Edge will make money on both um markets trending higher and markets trending lower. Okay, that's the name of the game. Is that being a trader is being adaptive. You have to be able to be in or you have to be comfortable being in an environment that can change, with on a dime. You have to be able to adapt and move on, and that's part of self-discipline, and that's another thing we teach here at the Forecast Edge. What it comes down to is managing these positions with the proper uh, risk management is everything. We'll never let you guys get burned on any of these positions because we are disciplined traders. So when it's time to get out, it's time to get out. When it's time to cover our positions and take profits, we're going to cover and take profits. And we will let you guys know every step of the way. That's the best part about being a part of the Forecast Edge, or even like I said, the loaded gun and the disciplined trader with our partner Norman, and with Norman Hallett. He is an incredible individual too, and has an incredible um back tested strategy that we teach live Monday to Thursday. Monday through Wednesday we do the afternoon, or Monday through Wednesday we do the morning sessions, and then Thursdays we do the afternoon sessions. Okay, now check this out. This one I might do one more. This one I'll do 6 and see if there's anything else that catches my eye like this. So see, I love this. We're striking higher still. We're going higher. You know, just like the oldest, what's it called? Nobody knows how high it can go. Reminiscence of a Stock Operator. Highly recommend that book. If you haven't read it, Reminiscence of a Stock Operator, that is the move. Okay, and it just talks about the market conditions, even when these were just starting, late 1800s, early 1900 traders, they used the same code of discipline and rules of engagement as we laid out in our edge alert today, are the thing that separates people who make money trading and people who can't get over their hurdles in the trading in the marketplaces, right? Because it's a mental thing. Remember, the money, we're not trading money, we're trading trades. The money has nothing, very little to do with what we actually do. And look at this. This is just trailing. This is just all-time highs right now. We're catching. We're on the pump with it. Okay? So, let me do this. Get you guys. Probably want to do, no, not 30, excuse me. It's a whole different one. I want to do half hour. Find ourselves some good new supports and resistance. But these ones, look, see, to my own eye, I changed the color of these ones. Because now, by what my code is, I know that these aren't there's a little gap right here. I know that these aren't, and look what I'll do for the gap. I'll go here, change that to this, change that to a dotted 2, and now I see the actual gap. This might be a great time to re-enter in the future, you know? Another old trading saying, if it happened before, it's going to happen again, right? So let me just make sure everything's running properly here. hmm 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 Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Love this one. Love this candle. And you can see it's really simple. What it comes down to is me just finding places that I have interest. Why did it spike that way, or why did it tail up? Look at this gap up here, right? Check this one out. 1 and 2. That's a big boy. Same difference though. It's like this. This is exactly how you do these things, right? And so then think like psychologically, 55, 5, right? One of my favorites right here. Go like this and feel, and it's part of trading is also the energy of feeling your position, knowing that this is when it gets here, I follow all my rules, and when it gets here, that's when I start doing what I need to be doing, okay? Jump back to the 2 minute. Look at this. Look, we just popped over the all-time high. This is exciting to watch right here. I might let this one play for the next 15 minutes or so. This is a good one. This is going to be a good one. This is going to be a good one. So let's see this. Let me try to do this for you guys. Great. Put these like this. You know how it works on this. Like this. Okay. And then put my XLE positions, right? This view. And these are all-time highs it's making right now. That's exciting. On the 2 minute candle, I'll give you 5. There we go. 5 closed above it. See if this thing will keep marching. Here are my checkpoints. Right? This would be one of them. Make this one smaller. Like this, right? These are checkpoints on shares like this. I'm more of a quarter than I am a half. I like the 55 and a quarter down here. Like that. That is how I would trade 101. That is how I would be looking at this position. This is the exact way that I would be looking at this position and interested in taking it live. This is probably 2. Mm-hmm. Me? You know what I mean? Sometimes I have to tell this thing, excuse me? You think what? Look at this. Nice. Bang. Bang. You guys are seeing it raw. We're doing it live. We do it live here. And here's our website right there for you. Make sure you guys check that out, okay? Make sure you guys are checking it out, theforecastedge.com, joining the war room, and then you too will be granted access to plays like these, right? We're watching the XLE contracts right now. I'm watching XLE contracts right now. It's like this. Making all-time highs. As we speak, we're making all-time highs. As we speak, we're making them. Okay? Remember, that's why we call it the energy spike play. That's why we're calling it that. Mm-hmm. Okay? You keep this up. And keep this up for a minute. Mm-hmm. Love watching it. Love watching it. Mm-hmm. Here they are. Go, baby. Tell them to keep climbing. Like my pops used to say, sometimes for your trade to work out, you got to talk to your trade. You have to care for your trade. That's true. It's true. We're gonna see. We're waiting. We're waiting as it keeps storming up. We want them to storm. That's right for y'all. Again, I executed these trades this morning. I'll show you. I'll probably end up posting this later as a trade recap, but and I'll have the video from this morning of showing you guys how um we got into these this morning, like live trading, of raw footage of live options trading due to the fact that we got our edge alert, which is this big boy right here. It's good stuff. That's certainly all it is. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. making all-time highs as we speak. I love watching the spread on contracts. You know, okay. I love watching this. On our XLE here. And Tasty Trade also. This is a phenomenal trading software. Here we go. Give us one more big candle up there. That's the goal, right? That's what I would want it to get to. At 53.75. 5375. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Just showing you guys the option chain. And the $50 calls here. Spreads 25 bucks on these things. Or 25, well, for the options contract. 25 cents, but I love it. I love how it tells us. What's nice is we bought in the money. We're buying in the money, right? So ITM here means in the money. So our contracts are already in the money. $2.50, right? So sometimes you got to pop this back up, look at this, and find the actual, what's it called? Let's see. I thought it would scroll down for me, but doesn't seem like it wants to. There we go. Okay, so let's see. This is the average volume is 49.50 million. That's actually decent for 30 days. 40, you know, 49 million is it's not huge, it's by any means, but it's decent. Um, let's see. It's not big this year. Strong buy. We got that too. I wonder what the average days range is, what the average daily range total holdings. Let's go. Miscellaneous investment trust and mutual fund. Hmm. Sometimes you can find some really cool trade ideas on what's it called? Trading View itself. They got some really good stuff. What's that? Hmm. Let's close that. Hmm. 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 Okay, testing, testing, right? Let's say it's going to be testing this here. which would be this. It's really going to be this. And then this is my on the way down. Watch this. I'm gonna make these ones orange for us for a second. These wicks and then these bodies here. Those would be big. We got look at this one, 52.99. Look, bounced right off of one of those levels that we just, did our technical analysis on and developed. Today's 52.99. It's already bouncing right off of it. Mm-hmm. It's so good. Okay, so as always, because I got to put myself on and my partners, theforecastedge.com. This is where you will be able to go and join the war room. You're going to put your email in. Once you do that, you'll select what plan's right for you. Then you'll be granted access to the Edge alerts, which right now what you guys are going to get a little sneak peek of. And we already have, again, 74 members. Um, 17 hours ago, we just posted these ones. These are hot off the press. You'll get these ABC concept type of trades. They're so much fun. They're fun, they're exciting, and it's written out right there in front of you how to trade them, okay? Again, um, we'll be doing these midday broadcasts weekly, daily. We manage these positions with you guys, my friends, okay? You see? We're right here with you guys. All we know is this. If this one closes, at under $51 and in the coming weeks. This is a big one, 129 days. This we got a lot of time. DTE is 129 days. So don't feel pressure on the time. Like it said in our actual Edge alert, we are telling you guys, don't be shaken out by noise. Listen, we will tell you if when it's time to get out, if it's time to get out, okay? And until then, get ready. We're not just predicting, we're profiting, and we're gonna make you guys profit too, I promise. Okay. Right. Let's switch tickers. Let's see if this one's gonna bounce over here, or even here. Look at this. Look how many times it's just chopped here. But this is more realistic, I think. 53. We'll put this up like this. It's to here, and watch what happens the first time it touches this. Mind you, that's how you can make everything in trading is scalable. If you're doing something and you make a penny on one thing, if you do it with 100 things, you make $1, right? Now, it's the same concept. The money doesn't, you're not thinking about the money. You're thinking about the trade and the probability and the risk management it takes to go from 53.56 and scalp a position back up to 53.64. You don't need to get in at 53.55 or get in at 52 and hold it to 55.55, right? That's not the point. The point is trading is scalable. So once you have something that's working for you or a system or even we have we have plenty of options of how we can help you guys with your trading career and plenty of strategies, systems, and mindsets that will help you not only become a um, profitable trader, but become a disciplined trader. The most important thing in trading is the discipline. It's not fast money. It's management. It's money management is what it comes down to. And again, that's what separates the people who will got lucky and people who won't make it. What we do here is not luck. We have been, both all my uncles on my father's side are traders. I've been trading for the last 4 or 5 years. And even our partners, all of these guys are Chicago Board of Trades, Chicago Mercantile Exchange. These floor traders, these guys know what they're talking about and knew how to react in marketplaces that were much more of a high leveled, high stressed thing. Now it's trading has become simple for us, right? And that's a benefit to the advancement in technology. We don't have to do open cry out screaming over each other, and that's an incredible skill in that was in an environment that can't be replicated in any other working environment. So I'm not taking anything away from that. I would never take anything away from the open cry out. Again, as I'm saying, paying homage to all those traders who made their living trading in the pits, whether it was the CBOT or the CME. However, those guys are the pros. That's who I've learned from, and what separates the people who made, you know, a living off of it and the people who were just lucky for a couple months or a couple years is the discipline behind the trader. It's not the profitability, it's the discipline. If you can lose 100 times and it doesn't take you out of the game, and you can win one big time, that works because you're managing your losses. But if you win one big time and then lose big 5 times, then you're out of commission. You won't be able to um, have that financial freedom of being a trader and thinking of thinking in manners of percentages and um, trades instead of dollars and profits. That's what I'm for the discipline aspect of the trading world. Okay. Again, please be sure to check us out at theforecastedge.com. Go to the Substack. You can pick which plan's right for you. If you're not ready for one of the plans yet, you can do our free trial, and you'll be granted access to. I think it's close to. I think it's 5 or 6 clicks. So what I mean by that is you'll go into our site, you'll see our catalog. You'll be able to select at least 5 of them to read a deeper message. Okay. See what's cooking here. It's okay. Right. Keep your eye on this. We didn't get that third extension candle. Like I thought we were gonna get a little pattern formation like this, right? Or that. But we didn't get that. That's okay though. We'll see how everything shapes out for that one. Mhm, mhm, mhm. I'm looking at the Kalshi and happy FOMC week, friends. Just be ready for the volatile. And again, this is a live trading session and I'm Matthew with the Forecast Edge. That's my father and I, 2 of our partners, and another third party, but still a partner of ours, Norman Hallett. That's me, Matthew, Dan, Vince, Tom, Norman. That's our core. And I'm telling you, out of the 5 of us have put something that is so spectacular together, and it is already proven to be a very, very successful and lucrative product. So, and I'll go back and just show you this real quick too. I love it. I love it. I think it makes trading exciting. The Substack is incredible. Again, 74 followers right now, subscribers. We are doing our thing, and we're just starting off. So please make sure that you join now. It costs you nothing, and it gives you the potential to make hundreds, if not thousands, if not tens of thousands, with the way that we operate and manage our positions here. Okay. So here are some of our declassified trades. Okay, this was the CLSK play. Now this was going to be ready. CLSK Feb 20th, $15 calls. That's going to be the clean spark results. We're 145% gain on these positions here. We entered at 48 cents. Okay, exited at 118. Okay, net profit. That's 2.4 times return in 3 hours. This was a 72 hours, a 3-day trade. Okay, and it goes, and this is just giving you like showing you the actual rundown of how it works. We give a situation report. We're telling you that the reason we're sending you this and why the edge alert is coming through. The skinny is us telling you our game plan on what we plan to do and what we're seeing as our individual self traders, okay? And then the best part is the trade. It gives you the action. Buy CLSK Feb 2015 calls, and entry price is 48 cents to 50 cents, right? It tells you all of this. And if you're watching the math, if CLSK hit 17 targets, the open 53% option would gain $2 in intrinsic value, which was a potential 4 times after we already covered these positions on the midday broadcast, which is what we're doing. That's where we're going to be monitoring these live. You'll see it on our Instagram, on all those social medias, Discord, Instagram, Facebook, everything, YouTube, especially. So, what we're going to do today, we're going to go and check out another one of our declassified one, right? This was my favorite one. This is mind blowing. The mission complete. Tesla, 307%. Okay, return on these positions. And look at the exit price. This is incredible because it's 307% on what we would call premium contracts, almost $8 contracts on our entry. Okay, look at this. Tesla, December 19th, 460 calls. Our entry, $7.90. Our exit was $32.20. And for options traders, how you would read a price like this, and again, we don't trade the option price, but how you would read its value is that this contract alone is worth $790 just to get into. Where we got out of it, the contract per contract, right, was 3220, which is $3,220. That's a 4 times return off of a practically $800 play. Incredible. We called it. While the experts panicked over the Morgan Stanley downgrade, last week the ForecastEDGE systems flagged a textbook bear trap. Okay, we saw institutional absorption at 435. We told you to watch the 453 breakout. Today, Tesla, right, hit 491. The trap was sprung and the shorts became the fuel. Right here, December 19th. Another terrific play. Here we go. Next one. Regime. Mind you, all of these are hundreds of percents of ROI. Return on investment is hundreds of percents on these plays. And the last one was free, was 502%. Okay, so here we go. This is the HAL declassified, how we played the regime change for plus 271,000 only at the ForecastEDGE. Remember, we don't predict, we profit. Here it is, the scoreboard. While the media was debating the politics of Venezuela intervention, right? So with the Venezuelan oil being seized, look at this. The ForecastEDGE war room was tracking the government contracts. HAL Jan $30 or Jan 30th, excuse me, $30 calls. Entry price was $1.50. Alerted on Jan 5th. Less than 3 weeks later, and during a global panic and widespread for the crude oils and oil contracts in the seized oil for the Venezuelan intervention, we hit profits of 200. Look at this, 211%, practically 3.1 times return in 18 days, guys. In 18 days, that's per contract. We had 3 of these contracts on. Okay. Now again, 150 right here. So we made 317 on each of these contracts times 3, well, times 2, and then we trimmed a little bit on the last one, but still, like, per contract, you're making over 300 in or each contract was making over $300. Therefore, you're making $900 off of an investment that cost $1.50. Technically, what's it called? Technically, that would be 450 for the all-in, which is pays one of them pays for the whole trade. One of these contracts would have paid for the whole overall outcome of this trade. We love it. And again, it just tells you right here. We give the situation report, right? Why it's in the, like, why we're seeing our engines fire these positions. That's what the situation is. The skinny is what we as humans and traders are going to be thinking as, and looking past the noise of others in the news, we are looking at this as our own traders and says while the broad market was panicked about inflation and war, our scan detected a massive divergence in the oil service sector. How great is this? The data, we detected a suspicious rally, 4.7% on Jan 2nd with heavy volume days before the major headline broke. Days before the major headline broke. We're talking about the Venezuelan oil. We knew our systems detected the oil rally 2 days before it, 2 3 days before it hit the um, news networks and hit the overall mainstream media. Again, ignore the noise. Same as the positions that we're in right now. We're going to be ignoring the noise and capturing um, and capturing, reaping the benefits for doing so. So again, it told you right here, the trade. This is my favorite. Number 3 is my favorite trade. We decide to draft behind the institutional flow. Actions. Buy HAL Jan 30th, $30 calls at an entry price of $1.50 to $1.75. When we're talking and listing these out, when you get your edge alerts, these numbers right here are limit orders. That's what you're laying the book, an old trading term. You'd be laying the book, okay? And God bless whoever that's going for. You'd be laying the book, and when the price, excuse me, of the HAL Jan 30th $30 calls are traded at $1.50 to $1.75. If I have my limit at 155, the second it trades that price 155, the contract trades at that price, boom, we get filled. We're in these ones, and usually we do 3 at a time, depending on how. And look, I love this. Don't just predict profit. The Forecast Edge. Here's our YouTube channel where we're hosting live, which you guys are actually a part of right now, obviously. But again, you go to our website. It's so great. You go to the website, join War Room, put your email in, select the right plan. Then both of our plans, you get granted um, access to the edge alerts, and I'm telling you, the edge alerts themselves are worth well over the value that we're giving these plans out for. I mean, we are offering right now a month of free subscription, a month of free trades. Look at this one coming right back. It never got quite down to that. Oh, I like this. Look at this double bottom right here. You know what that one gets? That one gets a solid line, and that one I like to call it pops purple because that's my father's type of trade. Okay, double bottom it. Now let me see this. I'm gonna put this one as a light green and see if we can make a new all-time high. 53.75 would be pretty great today. And later this week, we plan on having a couple guests. And as our YouTube channel and our company develops, all of these things will become more and more interactive. So we want you guys to be sharing your trade ideas, or even if you guys are brand new to trading, we offer the coaching. We are not those get rich quick on YouTube. Even with our shorts, you can see from me and my father and both of our partners, we are stand up individuals. We want you guys to profit. We don't just want to profit, we want you guys profiting too. We want to be a driving force in your financial growth. It's harder to build an empire alone. We build a community. So come and join us and make trading easy. That's like another slogan, is just make trading easy. Okay, it's as easy as my uncle Frank, one of my favorite people in this entire world. Both my uncle Frank, Uncle Jim, they are some of the best traders that have ever, you know, um, been a part of financial instrument trading. And my uncle Frank told me, he says he used to call me Maddie. He says, Maddie, it's going to be as easy or as hard as you make it, right? Trading is easy. It's simple. You buy it when it's too high, you sell it when it's too short. If it did it at that price once, more than likely it will do that again. And where it has traded before, it will trade again. Remember, the most important thing of my father, and he'll say it, you'll hear him say it time and time and time and time and time and time again, is that the bus will always come back around. You don't have to make all your money today. It's a long game. This is a way for you to grant yourself the freedom to do and live how you'd like to, okay? Using these instruments as a way to provide that. for yourself and for your loved ones. Right? Okay, so it's just about 1:45 here. That is going to wrap it up for today's trading session for the midday broadcast. Again, I can't thank you guys enough for checking out the videos. Please be sure to like and subscribe, whether it's our YouTube channel, our Instagram, our Substack. Again, go to our website, theforecastedge.com. I'll pop that one more time for you guys on the screen. You go here, and this is theforecastedge.com. You'll click this, go to the war room, join the war room, put your email in, select which plan's right for you. If you're not ready for a plan, remember, you can do the free trial, and therefore you will be granted access to these plays. And we don't want you guys missing out on these plays. The Substack, again, it makes trading exciting. We lay out the ABC. We give you the ticker, we give you the trade, and we give you the risk management. And every day we will be right here managing these positions with you. Okay, intraday sessions. Remember, with Forecast Edge, don't just predict, profit. And we'll catch you in the next broadcast. Okay.